All right, hey guys, welcome back to Cult of the Woods. Cameron Pierce right here, and we got Brandon and Annette right there. I know we're off camera, but we want this to be the main focus. So if you saw yesterday's little experiment that we did with this apron, we hooked it to the back of Landon's moped and drove it around the neighborhood for a little bit. As you can see, it did pretty good down here on the bottom part, but it's not really enough because it was only able to get from there. We need to do from there up, and we're going to do some touch-up work through here. So let me show y'all what we did. So
should we show them what's inside of the pocket first?
yeah, if you do that, there's a lot of gravel that comes out like that. So I'll tell you what, Brandon, go on and sweep that off for me. So while he's getting that cleaned up, like I said, let me explain what we're going to be doing here in this video. So basically, if you haven't heard about it before, a Facebook group called Haunters Hangout have all sorts of stuff for different character work stuff, scene work, design, really cool place to be. I posted a photo of the apron asking some tips on what they would use to distress the leather. And got a good idea from one of the members of that group. And he's actually a leather worker. And so this is what we're going to be working with today. We're using a Kiwi Premium Instant Shoe Polish.
Made by Johnson & Johnson.
Please sponsor us. We need money. But this is particularly the brown, I believe is what it says on the cap.
Where the cap is.
So this is real easy. You can see we already did a little test of it right there. That's about what we're looking for in the corner. So we just wanted to test it to make sure that's what we wanted. And it does look pretty good. So let me show y'all what we're going to be doing here. So basically we're just going to take it. There's a little dot right there that puts the polish out. You basically just press down on it and it will go on and start letting it run whenever you hold it upside down and push in on it. So it's real simple what you're doing here. This is a good way to distress leather, whether it's for a haunt character or for a costume, cosplay, whatever you want to use it for.
More gravel.
More gravel. There's always plenty of room for more gravel. Can we put that on a t-shirt, please? But yeah, this is basically how we're going to do it. So you basically take your shoe polish and you just go all through it like this, and it's going to turn this yellow leather apron into a real nasty brown used distressed apron. And I can also see it's scraping up the leather a good bit, which is what we want. So you got to really press into it to get a good bit of this polish out. And since this leather is more of a coarse leather, it's gonna really show some imperfections in the leather, which is good. That's what you're gonna want. So right there, I'm just going in and just tapping any areas that have any like blood areas. Honestly, we should have done this before we bloodied up the apron, but it's whatever, it's all right.
If whatever at the moment.
Yeah.
Can't stop anything from happening now.
So we're just gonna come in right here where the straps meet. We're gonna press in good. We're gonna get it extra good for that. Let's go on around through here. So I'm predicting this one bottle should be good enough to do the entire apron.
I'm saying we should have gotten to.
We probably should have, but it's okay.
Yeah, there's literally a Walmart 5 minutes down the road if we need more.
Yeah. So that's basically what we're doing here. And plus with the shoe polish being more of a brown color to it, it's going to give the blood a more natural look. Because if you know anything about how human anatomy, human blood works, it's red when it's really oxidized, and then as it dries and the oxygen leaves, it turns more of a brownish color. So that's what we're doing here.
Besides sweating to death.
Yeah, this is a blistering day here in Georgia. Let us know in the comments, if you're not from Georgia, how's the weather looking up in your area of the woods?
Can we come to visit? Get out of the heat.
So we're just going to go across. And do note when you're working the edges of this, it's going to probably get on your work table or whatever you're using. So if you're having to do this on mom's kitchen table or whatnot, just be sure to put something down.
Cam doesn't have to worry because it's not his work table.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, the
Brandon's
good
work
thing that
table.
I'm seeing about this stuff is that it's drying very quickly.
Well, you would kind of like that for like right before you were going somewhere to polish up your shoe for like a special occasion.
Yeah.
That's what it's designed for.
Yeah, it's just we're using this in a way that Kiwi did not think anyone would use their product for.
That's not the first time that sentence has been uttered.
Yeah, not from us at least.
Not about Kiwi, but...
No,
Okay,
Kiwi's a
well,
good brand. We've always used Kiwi at my house for any kind of shoe polishing or whatnot.
Any other type of products we've said, yeah...
We actually do have a cut in the leather right
Do you?
here.
I told you that last night. It's a little tiny hole, right?
Yep. So again, anywhere like right in here where there's a big blood puddle or anything.
You have a hole in the pocket down here, too.
Yeah. But like I said, anywhere that's got a lot of the blood area right here, instead of trying to go over it, especially if you use our blood technique, you can see it's kind of coming up a little bit. It's bonding with the corn syrup. You can honestly just go in and just tap it like that.
Or re-put on the blood.
Yeah. Typically for costume stuff, you don't want to use corn syrup blood. You can, it's going to stay sticky. So our best thing that we have found is to use this for makeup and all that for corn syrup blood.
Yeah. Benign makes a really, really good blood for costumes.
Who, Ben Nye?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben Nye is a good company to use. We use them a good bit at the Haunt, I do believe.
I want to get their powder blood where you just add water to it and it turns into blood instantaneously.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what we're doing here, people, is we're just...
so expensive it's not even funny.
We're using this to give the leather a good worn-in, distressed look. And honestly, if we take this out in the road and just start whipping it on the concrete after this stuff sets in, honestly, this thing's going to look great.
We're going to have a lot of looks.
Yeah, but does it look like we really care?
Not particularly.
I mean, the neighbors already hate us, so... You know.
Yeah.
So, like I said, especially right here where we drug the leather and it really kind of tore the leather up here, it's really showing some good imperfection, which is what I wanted for the look. And again, right there you saw I got a good bit of a blood pocket in it. So I'm just taking the shoe polish and just tapping it in where I can't go over. Because, I mean, this is the thing. You want this to look like not only did you use this to cover yourself when you slaughtered someone, you're wanting it to also look like you might have just got done welding, you know, an axe together or something. You know, you want to give it that natural burned look to it. And not just that, you can see like right here, that looks like a little bit of guts that stuck to the apron. So again, we're just gonna tap in and rub. There we go. All right. Yeah, this one should be enough to do this.
Snack break!
Let's see here.
Too long to kick.
I'm good right now, thank you though. So yeah, if you do decide to drag this thing and the leather does kind of thin out in areas where you drug it, it's all right. Just whenever you're going over an area, like right here, for example, just like that. What are we thinking so far, Brandon?
Looks pretty good. I still say we're probably gonna need another one.
I don't know, dude. We're just about done with this. So yeah, like I said, right here where the leather is less abrasive, where it was drug on the concrete, it's a little hard to do the brush over with the sponge, but that's perfectly okay. Like I said, your best friend with this is to go in and tap like this. Any spots that you might have missed. That's okay right there, because obviously if you actually use this to weld, it's only going to burn in certain spots, but we want this to look really worn in. So again, we're just going to go straight across here.
Make it look like Geen used it.
Yep.
Ed Geen.
Yep.
You can use that, right?
So I would recommend right here on the rivets, where the leather pockets here are kind of riveted in together. On the rivets, because you can see right there, that gives that a nice, good rusted look to it. Anywhere that there's rivets, like right here and right there, this stuff will give it a nice rust look to it, which again, it'll make it look well used and well worn. And I mean, you don't want to go too hard in a lot of the places on this. There's a lot of times you just want to get a little bit and then use that sponge to just gently wipe it across, where it's kind of light and then kind of dark. I know I darken this thing up a lot, but that's okay.
It will lighten up.
Yeah, I'm going to be taking this thing and setting it in the sun so the sun will bake it in a little bit. Yeah. We still got plenty left in this.
Too bad there isn't any sun anymore.
Well, it will be in a minute.
It
So
can't
yeah,
make up its mind if it wants to be cloudy, sunny.
Yeah. So again, right there, just about got this done. So there's a lot of ways that you can distress leather. Obviously, you can just drag it behind your vehicle for a couple miles behind your car. Just make sure that you have some way to hold it down.
And don't run into a curb.
Oh, I don't think we need to talk about that on video right now. It wasn't me, by the way. Brandon, you need to clarify that. That was not me that did that.
Are you sure?
I think it's a certain other person, but we won't talk about that.
And we're just having fun.
Yeah.
Accidents happen.
Are you in good hands? God, we're going to get a lawsuit for that. So again, oh, Jesus Christ.
We're going to get a lawsuit.
Looks like someone just ate Taco Bell on the table.
We're going to get a lawsuit for that. Nice going, Cameron.
So yeah, I mean,
the light.
just like that.
What is it? What's that really bad church that shows up to all
the Westboro Baptist Church
has entered the chat.
So once again, I'm patting and then using the sponge to work it in. So, yeah, I mean, we've successfully done this. I'm going to... Just like that.
Successfully destroyed Brandon's workbench.
Hey, it was going to get dirty anyway. This stuff will wipe off. Or will it? So I'm also using this on the blood areas.
You better hope it wipes off.
Uh-huh. So I'm also using it in the heavy blood areas. I'm just pounding to give it more of a darker appearance to it. Just like that. I am noticing something. It's pulling the blood off. The blood is sticking to it. It's all right. We're not going to do that just yet. We're going to let the stuff set in and see how it looks before we do that. But,
if anyone's asking, I brought out the...
Which, if you go check our friend out, The Creative Mind, you can learn how to make that. It is very sticky, though. So watch yourself when you use it. And it will stick your clothes together, so...
Oh, we did find that out the hard way.
I did. So again, just about done distressing this.
Remember how we were talking about this being sticky?
They stick together.
My hand stuck to my helmet. I'm not even kidding.
All right, so I'm not really too worried about the edge right there, because honestly, that wouldn't be what gets the brunt of it if you actually use this to actually like weld anything. It's mainly going to be the face area. So once you get done like tapping in some areas, I can already tell you I recommend to, and we're going to get some on the straps areas.
Stuff smells.
Just like
Is this super glue?
that. In case y'all were wondering what just happened off screen, Brandon just unstuck his hand from the helmet that we bloodied up for him.
The first one. Of course, they haven't seen the second one yet. Spoilers.
Alright.
Blood time.
Not yet.
Just throw all the blood on there. Just a big giant pool. Riley would kill me for wrecking her handprint.
Well, I kind of already did.
She's gonna kill you.
Yep.
Riley, kill him, not me.
Alright.
Don't kill us both. That would be unfair.
And honestly, I think we're done. So, there's still a good bit left in here. I'm going to do some more spot work on it, but other than that, the majority of this is good and done. So, yeah, I mean, I can definitely recommend using this if you're going to be distressing anything that's leather. I can definitely recommend that. I'm very happy with what we just got out of this. Like I said, I'm going to take this out in the sun and let it bake in the sun, see if it kind of lightens it up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think it looks pretty good. I'll be doing, what was that?
I just saw it, but another way.
Yes.
I'm gonna start this laundry.
But only if you're 21. You could use chewing tobacco and get all that.
That is true. So yeah, I mean, other than that, I think we're just about, it's ready to go. I'll be doing a final character reveal for the Ripper here very soon now that I got the apron officially done. So yeah, if you like this video, be sure to give this video the thumbs up and be sure to subscribe and turn on your post notifications. And yeah, so I think Brandon will have a new video very soon. New update, his mask from Inferno Effects just shipped out, so he'll be getting an unboxing video up soon for that. And yeah, so with that being said, Cameron Pierce, Brandon Annette, Colt of the Woods. See you in the next one.
See ya.